animal shelters. So students, before I start the lesson, I would like to ask you few questions and you have to answer it. Okay? So students, here my first question is, where do we live? Give the answer. Very good. Students, we live in our houses. Now next question is, why do we need houses? Yes, good job. Students, we need houses because houses keep us warm in winter, cool in summer, and also houses protect us from rain, harmful animals, and even thieves. So students, everyone needs home or shelters. We all feel very safe in our homes. After the school get over, all of us so eager to reach back our sweet homes, isn't it? Do you think animals also have homes? Yes, like us, animals too need a place to go in the night for sleeping comfortably and protecting themselves from any problems. Now students, we will see animals with their houses. So let's start.
Hey kids, do you want to know where animals live and what are their homes called? Dog, kennel. A dog lives in a kennel. Cat, basket. A cat lives in a basket. Birds, nest. Birds live in a nest. Ants, anthill. Ants live in an anthill. Crocodile, pond. A crocodile lives in a pond
Or lake.
Bees, beehive. Bees live in a beehive. Pig, pigsty. A pig lives in a pigsty. Elephant, jungle. An elephant lives in a jungle. Fish, water. A fish lives in water. Penguin, ice. A penguin lives on ice.
In cold region.
So students, some animals and birds build shelters for themselves. Some other animals find shelters in safe places in the environment and protect from very cold weather, gusty winds, scorching sun, heavy rains, and threat of wild animals. So shelter means what? Do you understand, students? Shelter means a safe place where one is protected from any danger. A place where one is protected from the sun, rain, wind, etc. So students, almost all animals, birds and human beings live in their houses. So today we will study about the animal shelters. So students, here we having the points which we will discuss in this video. Now students, first topic we will see here: animals who build shelters for themselves. You must have seen birds' nest. Yes, nests are shelters that bird built. Birds are afraid of animals that eat eggs, so they need a safe place to lay their eggs. Baby birds come out of the eggs. There are animals that eat these young birds. The young birds are too weak to defend themselves. The nest keeps the young ones safe. Do you know, students, they use things like grass, straw, and twigs to build nests. They may even use cotton wool and pieces of thread and string. This makes the nest soft and warm inside. I am sure you must have seen the bird nest. But the nests of all birds are not all alike. Now students, look at the weaver bird. It chooses a thorny tree which has some branches hanging over water. It builds its nest on the highest of these branches. Animals that eat eggs find it difficult to reach this nest. The tailor bird. The tailor bird is smaller than a sparrow. It selects a plant with bigger leaves and builds its nest by stitching the leaves together. Do you know, student? Some insects also build their own shelters. For example, honeybee builds their honeycombs on tree or under the roofs of an overhanging cliff. And also students, ant built its ant hills on its own. Rats and mice live underground in fields. They dig into soil and make holes and barrows to live in. Rats and mice also live in areas where people live. They make holes in the walls or under the floors in the houses. They mostly take shelters in mud houses and not in those built with cement. That is because they cannot dig holes into cement constructions. Now students, we will discuss our second point: animals that find ready shelters in surroundings. Do you know, students, some animals do not make any efforts to build a shelter. They simply look around for a safe place. Some birds and pigeons live in forests. Some live in small hollows in high cliffs. Some live near our houses. They find shelter in gaps in walls. Tigers, leopards, hyenas live in caves. Some types of bats live in tall trees, but some live in dark cabins in mountains, or they look for shelter in old, deserted, tumble-down buildings. Now, students, we are discuss our last point, shelters for domestic animals. So, student, when people keep animals, they build shelters for them. Okay. The shelter built for hen is called a chicken coop or hen house. Understood? Yes. A cow shed is built for cows. Okay, student? The shelters for a horse is called a stable. A house for a dog is called kennel. So, okay, student, I am going to ask you one important question. So, answer it now. So, tell me, it is right to keep animal in cages for our pleasure? Give answer. Excellent answer. No, let them live in their natural surrounding. Very good, student. Now, student, we will see what we learned in this lesson. So, let's start. A shelter is a safe place where one is protected from many dangers. Animals and human beings need a shelter to protect themselves from the cold, wind, sun, and rain. Some animals build their own shelters. Some animals look for ready shelters in their surroundings. We build shelters for the animals we keep.
In the picture below, match the animals and their shelters. Answer. Number 1, tiger lives in cave. Number 2, hen lives in coop. Number 3, bird lives in a nest. Number 4, rat lives in a hole.
Yes, students, understood this lesson, animal shelters?